Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and I am streaming Lord of the Rings online here. And this is my first stream. I think I did one a couple days ago. I've been kind of working on some other stuff the past couple days, even though I've actually been able to do this. I was actually busy the past few days, I take that back. But anyway, I plan to, in the future, start streaming more again. Kind of starting today, and then I should be able to do it daily moving on from here is kind of the point of that. But anyway, today I will be kind of catching back up on my Warden here, and we will be going into Lothlorien. So I have to travel all the way from basically the Eriador side of Moriya, I'm here in the Great Delving, to the Dimrill Dale, that's what that place is called. So we can get out of Moriya and into Lothlorien where we can actually see this guy. So I should have my teleport to 21st Hall to do that. But yeah, my plan is to just kind of get settled into there. Lothlorien's one of my favorite zones. And while I am doing the traveling, which is what I will be doing now, I want to talk a little bit about my channel since I've been kind of a little bit away, I guess, the past couple weeks. I can actually, if I actually pull up my channel, I can see what's going on with this better. But just kind of want to talk about some things coming up and what I've done recently and what I'm still working on as far as that stuff goes. I think I have the audio disabled or something. I'll be sure to fix that. The in-game audio, you all can hear me, but I need to go. I might need to actually travel here. Yeah, I think I just need to travel. Well, we'll try that. It's been a long time since I've traveled that far east in Nunmalek. I think I'd have to go around and kind of go through almost Durin's Way up here. I think that's the way out. I could do First Hall. If it lets me travel to First Hall, I'd rather do that. Yeah, since I can spin the Mithril coin. I have 211 of them. But anyway, if I look at my channel, it looks like I have not had that many videos in the past month, which is true. So I'm still going to be working on anything with update 24. And the burglar update, we already checked some of that stuff out. I do plan to play my burglar again. I'll probably play the one on Anor actually at some point, just one of these streams coming up. I'll be sure to play her and get another feel for the burglar. Okay, now we should be able to hear the in-game audio. And it will be really loud for me since I had my volume up. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on with update 24 and game updates. I plan to make quite a bit of content for update 24. I'm actually pretty excited for that, and I'm also hoping the questing will be fun. I took another look at the zone in that recent stream, and of course I didn't get any preview of the quests. I wasn't interested in doing that at all in the beta, but I'm still pretty excited for it. So one thing I want to do in this zone, this looks very different to me. I don't know why this does not look familiar at all, but one thing I want to pay attention to in this zone in particular, and just other Eriador zones as I go through, I want to pay attention to bushes and things like that. I had a lot of complaints about bushes in the new zone, and just kind of in newer regions of the game in general. So I'm kind of wondering if they'll bother me in these lower level zones that I don't really remember having an issue with that. And I think some other people commented they didn't really have an issue, and it's kind of just a thing I have. My frill density is really high, I don't like it that high. But yeah, I do want to pay attention to that, and I see some bushes here, and they are kind of annoying me right now. But I know they've added some new stuff like that to old zones, which could be a problem. So I just plan to start questing way up here in the northwest and kind of go about this. I am a little bit under level. Well, actually, I'm quite a bit under level. I'm like 3 levels under level from these quests, but I think I can make it up with the other stuff I will be doing. And if I don't make it up and still have time, I can always go back and do the book quest, which I am not working on right now. I decided, I mentioned this like last stream on my Warden where we were doing the Rift, I think, that I would be skipping that. And then maybe going back to it because I just wasn't really interested in doing it. And I need to turn my monitor brightness up because it is... what setting do I want? I have like a few different automatic settings. I like both low blue light and photo. Photo's a little bit better. Hey Sanium, and yep, I've been doing pretty well. Just been busy, but less busy now. Probably actually, I think I'm starting this stream. I plan to, speaking of when I'm starting this stream, I plan to do the streams in the next few days around the same start time, so hopefully that'll be pretty consistent, and I think this would be Early enough for you to actually say any of them. I know my evening ones are kind of late in the EU. Okay, so what are we doing? I have a lot of quests, but I don't know what I'm doing. None of the Moriya, none of the Rift. I only have one that's actually Lothlorien. That's kind of odd. Where are they? Is this Dimrill Dale? Yeah, this actually counts as like part of the Moriya area. I spent a long time on my first hunter in this area. For some reason I thought this part on the east was called like Lorien. I know it's called Lothlorien, but there was some sort of map that I thought... I don't know if it was the old version of the zoomed out map on this side that it called it Lorien before they updated that. Without the Loth. I don't know like significance of that, anything. But yeah, there will probably be a lot of orc killing today. So that's pretty exciting. I didn't really get to talk about upcoming stuff with my channel besides the update videos, but I'm also working on Lothlorien. Or going to be working on Lothlorien. I have 2 old episodes that are pretty old now. Very old now. That I will be uploading. Whenever I upload those videos, they'll be in the morning, or if I know for sure I won't have a stream that day, so I can keep up with daily content. So those will be coming up again. It's been a long time since I've done anything solo on this character. Feels weird just hitting these guys with stuff and them dying. I believe most of my quests will be in this area, but I might already have some to go to other camps in the southeast. We'll have to check the quest log for that. Believe I'll have to kill this guy? What does it say? I don't have to kill him yet. I'm pretty sure I'll get a quest to kill him. I found all these quests along this strip here enjoyable though when I've done them before. So that's one reason I'm excited to go ahead and do this part. The rest of Lothlorien I've actually done a lot less, even though I've enjoyed it. I don't really remember it as well. I did it on my Runekeeper and my Warden. I think the reason I don't remember it as well is because I didn't get to that point yet on my Hunter. And went to... Inadwaith, I want to say. I know, yeah, I did Inadwaith on my Hunter. And those were the only 3 characters I got past that level. My champion, I think... I don't know if I ever got into Lothlorien on him, but I definitely didn't get to like the main side of it. Are we still just killing orcs here? Looks like it. Looks like I need to go to the Drew Garmod area. Which I assume is a camp to the south. Let's see, what do we need? Yeah, just orcs here. So anyway, to get back to the upcoming content, I'll have Lothlorien, 2 old episodes of that, and then I plan to record a new one that'll be kind of an update specifically on the series, and gotta think of some of my plans for that for the future. And then other things are class trait build guides, those type of videos. I'll be coming up with more of those. I have one recorded that I need to edit. And then I believe I did a Hunter one recently. So I saw that one as well, but I actually already did that one. And I think I'll have Burglar that I need to do. For some reason I'm thinking that's the only class I have not done, but that one's kind of scary for me to try to do like Hunter, just because I don't know it as well. So that's another reason I'd want to play my Burglar more, so I could actually come up with a trait build just to get a starter one out for like the red line or something on that. And also Burglar, there's just a lot of different ways depending how you want to play it and what you're doing. I feel like they have a lot of different options. So yeah, that one's going to be tougher, but I do plan to get back to like Warden and Runekeeper ones. Those ones I already have are pretty old, so I'll be updating those That's one of the ones I actually have coming up as Runekeeper. I don't remember if it's red or yellow line though. Okay, so it looks like I do have to click stuff in this area, which will be the piles of wood. And that guy, he is going to attack me. I remember this area used to be a lot tougher. I had a lot of trouble here on my Runekeeper, and even a decent amount of trouble on my Hunter. And my Warden? Honestly, don't remember that much trouble. I remember this place a lot less on my Warden actually than my Runekeeper. So we need 4 more piles of wood. And do we need any special mobs in this area? I still need a sapper somewhere. That guy might be to the northeast. I might have just, I kind of went through that camp I think and then just went to this one when I got done with it, but I didn't actually finish all my quests it looks like. Kind of interesting that the bleeds are stronger, like the damage over time component of them is stronger for Wardens, but in these short fights the upfront damage is just really weak. So I find myself using those a lot less. Like Unerring Strike would be a lot more damage over time, but the upfront damage is quite a bit less than something like Spear of Virtue, or especially Desolation. These AoEs do a lot more upfront damage. So we killed him. I don't know if we needed to kill him. I think he was, yeah, named mob. We still need, yeah, 3 more piles of wood. I was like, I haven't gotten many of those. Trying to think if there's anything else coming up, but there's not much else I do besides Lothlorien, which I haven't done too much of in a long while. And then the trait build guides, which have always been pretty slow for me. They take a long time to record, and not quite as long to edit, but they still take quite a while to edit. I edit them a lot quicker than I used to. That used to be the longest part, actually. But now that I've gotten better at recording, I guess they don't take as long to edit. But then with the recording, it just takes me a while to actually plan out a build in the specific order, so those just end up taking a while. And to make sure it actually makes sense when I'm talking about stuff. Another thing I want to do is actually get combat analysis, that plugin. I keep meaning to, and then I just never think about it. Like, I just thought about it now. If I actually thought about it half an hour ago, I could have done that. Did we get, yeah, we need 1 more wood pile. I'm not finding the last one here. Oh, it actually has the ring on the map way southeast. I must have missed one down here, I'm guessing. Yeah, because I think I already cleared out this area. Because this one had the boss, this little camp had the boss, I think. And I just missed it. I'm also trying to pay attention to the things I like about questing in this area, so I can actually see what the new zone in update 24, how that will be. I'm noticing the landscape there aren't, at least in this area, a lot of bushes, so it doesn't feel cluttered. Like, there are a lot of trees. It's a forested area right here, and it's even more so in the thick of Lothlorien, but that's a bit different anyway because it's so yellow and orange. But just thinking about the landscape, it still looks a lot less cluttered, even though there are hills and trees. I just don't find that stuff as much in my way as it seemed like it was in the Vales of Anduin, that new zone in Update 24. So what did we need here? Like one more sapper, I think? Or a couple sappers. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm still used to this place being difficult, but I'm having no trouble. I can just run through like this if I wanted. I think the sappers, or they're the defiler type ones, they have those little totems that are annoying though. Okay, now we definitely got enough sappers, and I want to check my quest, see if there's anything. Yeah, I do have one more area to go to, so let's go ahead and track a couple of these. We can untrack all the complete ones, and then move, what's the refugee one? Or the refuge. That one's all the way southeast. I guess I can head there if I'm heading down that way anyway, just see what it gives. I don't remember exactly. For some reason I'm thinking I have to head back northwest for that one anyway. But that's kind of the intro to your Lothlorien kind of reputation part of it, from what I remember. I do have traveled to Karis Gladden though from the racial, so I can use that. I haven't even checked who's online like in my kin. Few people. This isn't really the busiest time. I was trying to see if people would want to form groups for the Moriya instances. I should probably be more careful here. But yeah, I was looking to do the Moriya instances and catch back up on them, which was one reason I was thinking I'd get XP I needed. Because of all the ones I missed when my kin was doing those these past few weekends that I haven't been playing. But I was trying to see if anybody would want to do those around this time, because this is when I plan to play in the next couple, or next week or so at least. But unfortunately, at least so far, it doesn't look like too much with that. So I might be able to catch up another time, or just try a few different days, or in a week or 2 weeks or so. And then I know when Update 24 actually comes out, I'll be a bit busy with that. Oh yeah, for some reason I was thinking I was an explorer and could get that. I can get though. And I actually need to get the Ilex wood, because I need to actually have better progress on that than I thought. The woodworker part, the forester, that's not too bad either. So what are we doing here? We're killing wargs? Is this the one? There is one with a lot of wargs somewhere. Yeah, that's this one. I think I just have to go up a little bit. So I have some old videos of Lothlorien gameplay in here, and I want to go back and look at them and see if there are these bushes. I feel like I'm kind of paranoid about bushes now, so I want to see if they actually existed before, because they keep, now that I'm actually paying attention for it, I am noticing them. And I'm wondering if they have been here the whole time, or if it's part of the updates they've been doing to graphics and foliage. Did not say that right, but yeah, the foliage in the old zones. Okay, so we got 6 out of 10. Yeah, that was a pretty good run for the wargs. I remember this quest also being difficult. I was about to use critical strike. I was like ready to press 5 or whatever that used to be. That's why I took it off my bars. But that reminds me, I still have ambush. Yeah, I still have to use ambush, and I don't have dark before dawn, but that's 2 more clash trait points, and I guess I mainly need them for martial fury, but I actually need 4 more, and I should get 4 more with those 2. And I also have my class quest coming up actually in like 1 bar of XP, I think, at level 57, if I remember correctly, and then the book at level 58. Could even be 56, I might be missing that right now. But yeah, I'll get my 4 trait points I need. At least by the end of Lothlorien, I would hope, or end of level 60, I mean this end of Moriya, really. That's what I was trying to get to. Oh, I can jump up here. Well, he'll just get a heavy bleed on him, and that'll work. So what are we killing here? We're still trying to kill 4 more wargs. Looked like that guy, the dwarf back there, was riding on a war steed because he was going so fast. So what does that bring it to? 3 more wargs? Oh no, I used goad. I used my cooldown just to use goad on him. I see orcs. I actually see another quest. I have orcs at the Fallen Ice. I have no idea where that is. Don't see it on the map. Oh, it's up. Oh yeah, there's another corner to the northeast. I kind of forgot about that area. I'll have to run back there and remember what it's like. But we'll get these wargs, these 2 wargs, and do the thing to the southeast, then head way back northwest. Might actually take a stable master. Go ahead and get that path unlocked and do that. So there are a couple wargs down here. Hopefully they will count. There's a random gate right here. It's actually blocking my way right there. It's a useful tool of defense for him. I'm guessing that will be for a later quest if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's all the wargs I need. We'll just kill this goblin real quick. Maybe. So I don't plan to go back to Moriya, which means, I mean, I might go back to Moriya, but at least not immediately, so I can go ahead and switch out to my horse after this. Okay, so yeah, now we're into a little transition area. So it suddenly transitions into orange trees, which are not quite the full Lothlorien trees. And then it kind of goes back. This looks a little bit Trollshaws-like to me right here. I really don't remember the landscape looking quite like this. It could just be the foliage and some of that type of stuff looking a bit different that they've added. So where are we headed? Down here? I think I have to cross. Yeah, I have to cross the river. Now, where do I want to cross it? Because I think I have to go up one of these trees. Maybe? Maybe not. Wonder if there's a deed for going up here, like a discovery one. So yeah, this area has like nothing going on with it. It's just plain old ground. But anyway, didn't need to go there. Yeah, here's the ladder I need to go up. Okay, so quite a few quests here. Collect orc weapons. And then here is a turn-in. I believe these are dailies, at least some of these. Because kind of from what I remember is you actually needed to do these dailies to unlock quests or something back in the day. Like you just had to have enough reputation or something, maybe to go to Karis Gladden or something like that, but yeah, for me that shouldn't be an issue. Maybe it actually will, I don't know. I know I can go into Karis Gladden, so where is the ladder down? I'm not seeing anything to select. Like I'm pressing delete and nothing is being selected, so I don't know, do I have to jump? There should be something to take me down, but I'm like pressing delete and nothing's being selected. Which is weird, so... So I'll try to jump right here. Oh, that's a really big jump. Yeah, I didn't... I'll have to try and see when I go back up there how you actually get down, but this actually works for me because it teleports me right where I wanted to go. So it's not too big of a deal. I'm just kind of curious if I was missing something because I was, or wasn't pressing delete. I was pressing delete, but wasn't actually targeting anything, and that's kind of the key to select items. I don't know if somebody new logged in. Okay, so we need to go to the west, I believe. Up here. I remember this area, but in the blue it's like, it actually looks like it's in Moriya. And I didn't see a path quite that way. Maybe this turns around though. I remember the camp up here. This little area. And then, yeah, it looks like it'll turn west. So this place is like the week between Christmas and New Year, so you skipped it and went right to Mirkwood. Well, I find this zone really fun, but that is kind of correct. It was at the end of Moriya, which would be like Christmas, and then New Year would be Mirkwood. It's just right in between those. Okay, so here is the Fallen Ice, so we actually made it. So we need to defeat 8 orcs here. I don't even know if there are 8 orcs here. Be really nice if the AoEs actually hit these totems. That slow is pretty annoying. Oh, that guy's healing. I was wondering why he wasn't dying. There we go. Okay, there are actually plenty of orcs up here. Didn't look like there were that many, and then it's just kind of an area. Wouldn't really expect that many orcs. I should go blue line if I'm going to do this, but we can do it anyway. Oh, the rangers are really annoying because they won't get hit by my AoEs and then they mess up my fanfare there. We should survive, I would hope. Yeah, those berserkers, they heal up pretty well. Oh, it's any damage? I think it was on any damage they actually heal. A little temporary buff for that. I didn't quite have a chance to read it all. But anyway, we got through that. That water is reflecting the sky really blurry. I don't know why LOTRO has been doing that with water, but it's been having problems with water with me. I don't know if the update 24 will fix any of that, but I would hope so. Seems to have gone unaddressed for a long time. And it's only certain pools of water that have really had the issue. Like, some of them have been completely fine, while ones like the Fort of Bruinen was fine, and then like a week later I was playing and it wasn't. And Evendom has been fine, and I don't know, there have just been some random ones, maybe in Lothlorien, not Lothlorien, Lowlands, that have been kind of just something wrong with the way they're displaying, and this one's kind of, it has a blurry reflection, which isn't, I think, a problem with the water. It's hard to tell at night, but that just kind of reminded me of it. Could be I have like some sort of setting with the reflections not all the way up. With the 64-bit client though, I should be able to turn my graphics up even while streaming and playing. Without actually recording or streaming, I can have them up a bit more, even in like the newer zones. But OBS will just drop the FPS quite a bit. I have a lot of mail. I just like closed that and then I realized there was a ton of mail. Oh, I get a Mithril Flake. That actually makes sense for being a Mithril League member. Oh yeah, I think he sent me Warden's Second Age Dagger. Nice. 1 copper. Okay, I have one more from Waddle Rumble. Oh, map to the party tree. Guess I'll detach it. Anyway, we can continue on here. Actually get a sword from this. It has the same DPS as my legendary item, so it wouldn't be a big downgrade as far as that goes, but it has tactical mastery. I don't want that. So now we're level 57. I should get my class quest if I remember correctly. It could be 58 or something though. This is a nice earring. I think it will be an upgrade. Anniversary quest, might as well do that. Did I not already get that? Or did I just get... Maybe I did get it again. Or that might be something else from what I got. I got like my 7-year gift box or whatever year it was. But I guess I didn't complete that quest yet on this character. Okay, I had to blow my nose real quick. But yeah, the 11th. It's the 11th anniversary for the game. But I'm curious what number I am on. I am on 8-year. I joined, I think, right after. It could even have been a couple weeks after, maybe a month after their whatever anniversary was going on then. I joined just after it. Because I think I joined in May or June when I last looked. Don't want either of these actually. We'll take the crossbow, it sells for more. Okay, so as far as quests and quest rewards, I got a spear, which also, yeah, definitely relative to my allies an upgrade. It's just always a concern, and particularly at higher levels when you can out DPS it with regular weapons, so it actually would be an upgrade, but not the case for any of these. The earring, where'd that go? I believe that will be an upgrade because I get a lot of critical rating. I just want to see how much morale I lose. Yeah, barely lose any morale, so it's an upgrade. So all this stuff, might as well see what the spear looks like. Not too interesting. I'll go ahead and just lock everything and clean my whole inventory, which actually isn't all that much. Yep, that's it. Wow. My inventory is really messy. I hardly sold anything and it's still like pretty full. So I do want to take a look at my LIs. There should be an LI person here. So we have deconstruct, deconstruct, don't want to deconstruct. I want to equip a level 57 LI. I should have a 57 LI. Yeah, so here's a 57 spear. So we can go through the... Oh, we'll need to deconstruct something. Well, let's go ahead and reforge first. Let's talk to the other one. Is there the other one? Here he is. Oh, maybe I should have paid more attention to what that was. But yeah, I need to deconstruct something. I have a 16, 22, a 10. What's equipped? 24. I'd rather get something to... I have one that is 27. I'd rather get it to 31 first. So if I can level this mace to 31 pretty easily. I don't know if I can with what I have. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. So I'll go ahead and just deconstruct the... Do I have a level... I'll deconstruct the axe since it's level 22. Really want to get it to level 30, but that doesn't matter too much at this point in level. Especially with Mirkwood coming somewhat soon anyway. I think July, so like 2 months. Probably going to, if I had a guess, they'll do that maybe a couple weeks later. At least more into July, maybe even early August if they keep with this 4 month just in general. I'd expect it a couple weeks later. What are we doing? I'm like totally distracted right now from what I'm actually doing. So I am equipping my new ally. I didn't really get a good heritage rune from that. It was level 22 and only gave me 26,800. That's really weird. But I need to get this new LI to decently high level to actually equip it and it be worth it. So we'll go ahead and use all of these on the Spear of the Third Age, yeah. Then we need to reforge. I'm really excited to actually replace my dagger with a spear again though. I don't care about either of these. I have a lot of the 1500, but that's still not going to add up to a lot. I might have to deconstruct some other things, which I don't mind doing. I can deconstruct if I have something above 26, that would work. I have 16, let me show locked. Yeah, the mace, I'll go ahead and do the mace then. And see what that gives XP wise. That was a pretty big jump from 26.8k to 87k. So we'll apply that to the level 57 spear here. Okay, hopefully I have to reforge that. Okay, I do. Oh, I need to select one. We'll get the technical mitigation. Don't care about that too much either. And we'll go ahead and identify all the new stuff and then destroy everything else. Okay, are we finally good to go? I need one more point in that. It's at 97 DPS, but I need like 6 more points. I can get that from one level pretty quickly, so I won't worry about that right now. And I'll go ahead and just equip some relics for it. We can go with tier 4, tier 3 it looks like. And then a gem. Tier 3 works, tier 2. Doesn't matter too much for leveling one, just want to get the base stats. And then these runes, I have no use for these basically, they're all really bad. ICMR, I guess incoming healing rating, but I believe I can actually forge some of those now. Yeah, so I can make one of these unique runes, so I can get minus 2.5% attack duration or some mastery. Probably get the attack duration one is what I'm initially thinking. And I only need tier 2 relics for those, actually. Wow. Yeah, Lothlorien definitely gives that impression, being where you've been wandering in Moriya for days or even weeks or months in some cases, keep on falling in there, and then suddenly you do get to Lothlorien where you see, not right now the sun, but you can definitely see the sun. And you also don't see huge cliffs into the unknown where you just instantly die from misadventure. So what am I doing now? I know I have a lot of quests in the same area, so I'm just kind of headed to these camps, hope I finish everything, and not have to come back like last time. Yeah, I should probably track this one, and if I have something, yeah, I can equip something. We'll equip the low-level axe, I guess. But track the 5-1 and stop tracking the 1-1. Put that down. Okay. Also gotta get Durin Stone, so I have a few things to pick up in this area, it seems like. I don't see any mob I have to kill. I actually do have to kill the emissary, the one I happen to hover over. Probably would have killed him anyway, but nice to know I actually do need to kill him. And the sapper I don't have to kill. I had to kill them specifically last time. Hey man, and you would like to say thanks for my great videos? Well, I'm glad you enjoy them. I saw your other comment in my last stream, I think, on that, so I do appreciate that, and glad I've also inspired you to get back into the game. So you moved from Gladden to Brandywine for a fresh start. I think it's nice to have a fresh start, especially if you're getting back into the game. That can be nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this stone. And then, do I have to kill... Still don't have to kill this guy. I just feel that quest is coming up eventually. Don't need to kill defilers. Have a lot of different name mobs in here, and last time I know I needed the sapper, so I thought I'd just try and check every different mob, see if I do need them. This won't hit it. Oh, it actually did hit it. My other AoEs, I don't think have been hitting the totems. So I still need orc weapons and pieces of Durin Stone in this area. The orc weapons, cruel weapons of Moriya. Yeah, I can actually get those in the other camp, so I don't need to worry about that one. Just the Durin Stones, it looks like, in this area. And we can move southwest and go back along this. I'm already getting close on the deed. I've killed 74 orcs, it looks like. I did say it would be a lot of orc killing here. The mobs are dying relatively quickly, but compared to before they did the update and the buff, they're at least surviving a lot longer, especially some of the defender, the bulkier ones, I assume, with some defensive buffs, so that's kind of nice to see. But I'm really not having trouble like compared to back in the day when I was first going through here. I was talking about that with my Runekeeper, just how much more difficult it was, and I'd have to be careful if I pulled more than one mob on accident sometimes, from what I remember. Yeah, I don't know what my issue was earlier with the totems when they weren't getting hit by the AoEs, but they're getting hit now at least. I believe I have an emissary to kill in this area as well. This Drew Garmod camp. You're going to dread Moriya? Yeah, that... Moriya can be fun in a way. Like you said, you love the zone, but then the quest and map interaction can be really hard to get through. I didn't have as much trouble with navigation from what I've gone through it so far, but I'd have to go back to my lore master, go back to that series a little bit more and go through that probably to get more experience through the zones again. But yeah, I was actually trying to look forward a lot to Moriya this time. It used to be my least favorite area, and then I went one time through it on one of my later characters and kind of enjoyed it a little bit. After they did the revamp, it was like just after the revamp and I was in the middle of it, but I was starting to enjoy that some. I haven't enjoyed parts of it before the revamp, but it was so difficult and a lot of other things going on where it's kind of, the enjoyment was masked a little bit with difficulty and falling down a lot. Okay, I think I have to destroy a few of these things. It looks like I did kill the orc emissary. Did not even pay attention to that. Okay, so what do we have to destroy? A siege engine? 2 siege engines, and then a catapult. This particular area looks like North Downs. Like if I went to North Downs, it just kind of suddenly reminded me of Nan Wathrin, just kind of that area. It has that same look with the grass, the color of it, the color of the ground. The orc camps, of course, look similar. They're both orc style. And the trees, I think, are somewhat similar at least. Okay, so I need the siege engine. I must have missed that over here. I see it glowing now. So is this another named mob? Because I saw the other named mob in the south part of this camp, but yeah, there's another named one up here. Lurk. I still need to kill one more siege master. Masters of War. It shows them only in this area, so I better go ahead and kill them. Here's one. Glad I checked that before I left. I don't know why that orc ran away. I didn't think I was that far from where I pulled him, but maybe I pulled him a bit ago. Especially if it was that guy that's just right there. But anyway, we can head southeast and continue doing these quests here in Dimrill Dale. Untrack those. I have one more to track, and then as far as plain old Lothlorien quests, I actually have 3 of those, so I need to try and keep these organized. I have one here to turn in. Let's see where these 2 are. So they are Goodwill and Down from the Mountains. I have no idea where this one is. I do not see it on the map anywhere. We'll change the color. Looking everywhere, but I'm not seeing it. Orange maybe? Don't see orange, another red. I already have something that's red, but yeah, I don't see that one. Okay, so I'll go ahead and read that, see where it actually is. So this is, okay, Chamber of the Crossroads and Durin's Way. That's all it took. Just needed to read the first line of that quest. And the other one is Down from the Mountains, which is orange, and that one is ready to turn in. Oh, for some reason I didn't think I actually had that ready. So yeah, those both are ready to turn in. And then I have these two to do, which are both going to be in the southeast camp. It looks like the third one. So we have Riders in the Dale and Hobble Leadership. Hobble the Leadership, okay. So just defeat the Orc Emissary here and Moriya Riders. So instead of defeating Orcs this time, we want to kill their Riders, the Goblins. Not the Orcs. But we can kill Orcs too. Oh, I actually got a decent pull there. I was not expecting that many mobs. I think Surety of Death actually worked there. I was pretty sure of their death. Don't need the Defiler, but they're fun to kill. Actually, they summon the totems. They're not all that fun. They're fun when they're dead, not when the totems are up. I keep hitting everything, I think, with Desolation. Not Desolation, Brink of Victory. Is that one that one's called? That one's just so easy to use for some reason. I end up using that, the 3-gambit one, a lot. Like right here, I could use it. Oh, he actually didn't have that debuff. He must have been one of the ones I did not use that on, but it's all good. Apparently we're using Offensive Strike here. Okay, I defeated the Emissary. I don't remember targeting him once again. Oh, there we go. I was like, I should have some sort of line somewhere in here where I can target him. That's another nice thing about Brink of Victory, how far away it hit the warg there. So I think there is at least one rider up here, I know. Probably a couple, hopefully a couple. Here's this main mob, Dolgers. He's a Moriya rider that's actually riding a warg. I think that dot should kill the mob. 1500, I don't think it's actually ticking for 1500, probably resistances and stuff like that. Or mitigations, rather. The way this game works, resistances are just completely negate damage instead of like you resist 10% or something. Because they have mitigation, I don't like disagree with that, but normally whenever I think of resistance, I would think that's how much of it you resist, basically how much of it you mitigate. So like a 10% resistance in my mind would mean you take 10% less damage, which is kind of how it would work if you miss 10%. Just like completely resist 10% of the attacks against you. Could also work both ways, where you have the chance to completely resist and then you also increase the base amount, like you just mitigate of damage. It would be kind of neat just to add another layer to it. But again, they have kind of mitigation, so it all works out anyway. Just a whole separate stat for that. So I am saving for the blue line, unfortunately. That's why I don't have Martial Fury yet, but we'll get that. Could kill a lot quicker with single target with that. It's actually not that much quicker, but a little bit quicker. Maybe could apply one dot and then leave the mob and die a little bit quicker. If I get that 15% chance or whatever. Yeah, it's 15%. Okay, so let's actually look for the ladder. I'll look for that again. Gotta find the ladder up first of all. I still don't know where that disappeared to. Like, if I press delete, I can target the ladder right here. So I'm going to use the ladder, and it takes me up right here. There it is. For some reason, delete is not selecting that, and it's supposed to. I wonder if it's the tree. Yeah, it's not selecting it. Like, I know where it is now, but delete's supposed to select and it's selected at the bottom. But anyway, that's why I didn't find it earlier. It's hiding behind the tree and delete wasn't working. So we want... I actually kind of want the Heritage Rune of Learning. That is a very odd thing to actually want, but that's what I want. Okay, so did that level that enough to rank up? It did. So now I have a higher DPS weapon, finally. So I can start thinking about my next few legacies, which are all really bad. Probably the debuff, sadly. Almost take Gambit life tap damage, just because the rest of these are so bad.
Servants of the enemy cannot pass the bounds of Lothlorien. The Lord and Lady have need of those.
Set fire to orc barricades. I think we saw some of those earlier. They were those gate-looking things, if I had to guess. So that's it from here. Yeah, the 2 quests. Okay, we can actually take the ladder down instead of dying, which would actually... Dying's just really efficient way to get back, actually. So it's like not that bad and almost would be considered something could easily do to get back. There's not much reason to not die in this game if you just go to the res circle. It just always feels so bad to me if I like purposefully die. Even though it can be a strategy in some cases. I just never actually want to do it. The water right here is reflecting better. It's not as blurry as the water up there. I didn't know if it was just because of my reflection settings, but yeah, it's definitely better here. I wonder if it's something to do with the zoom. It looks the same to me. I don't know if you all see any difference or remember back to when I was looking at it up there. Some of the texture with the ground, I don't know if this is just how it was. It could just be how it was, but it's like a very simple repeated pattern that's like maybe 1 foot. You can see the little lines going through where it just keeps repeating. That's where like stuff like the foliage, actually what do they call it, frills, actually helps. Even if I don't like frills that much, it can help with stuff like that. What was I going here? Oh yeah, I wanted to just take the Stable Master. I can look at these quests. I don't know if I want to do them, especially if they're somewhere I am not going to yet. So these are near, yeah, don't want to do these yet. I think I'll get quests that lead into here. I just happen to go here because I want to get the Stable Master path and swift travel back up northwest. Which is maybe slightly less time efficient than dying, but a lot more fun. Plus I needed that Stable Master path anyway. I'd like to get a horse like that. This one's pretty neat and like darker, kind of blacker. Maybe the bay horse does look a little bit like that. I don't remember. Do I have that on this character? I don't remember. A lot of these characters I probably didn't get mounts because I just used the ones I get. But I like a lot of those more plain looking mounts. I wish they'd have, it's kind of hard to have more designs of those, but yeah, all the ones like coated with the different armor and things like that and dressings. Like, they're fun to use and they can match outfits like these two. I don't know why this character, I just haven't found an outfit, I guess, to replace this. I think I have one that almost replaces it, but not quite yet, and that's just why I haven't done it yet. And I haven't been playing to actually organize that stuff. Alright, so we have one more set of quests, I believe. This will be the last set. I'm kind of thinking now how much more I will be doing. I cleared through those quests very quick. I remember back in the day I thought they took hours longer. But yeah, I got almost a full level. I don't know what the XP rate yet. 60%. I know I have my actual XP boost stuff equipped. I don't even have my pocket item. I kind of, on this character, because I am under leveled, I don't mind leveling faster at this point, so I could actually equip that. Go ahead and equip my stone and level a little bit faster just so I don't get too caught behind with the quests here and can actually get level 60 out of the zone, which is kind of the point. The point of starting early is so I can do it all and not level up before I run out of quests, and then also don't want to be like way under leveled, so that could help. What am I doing? Killing Noost, I want to say. Is that the one here? That doesn't sound right. Maybe it is. Yeah, this is Istash. I do have to defeat him. I don't have that one tracked right now. I have the other 3 tracked. I think he evaded a Spear of Virtue. So used to calling that Javelin of Virtue, which is really odd because it's Spear of Virtue and always has been. But then there's that one Javelin line, Assailment, that just suddenly makes me call it Javelin of Virtue now. I mean, some javelin and spears look the exact same. And they basically are the same weapon anyway. So I actually have a blue quest here now. Too close. Oh, the orc barricades. Soft dirt. That looks like something I need. So I do have more quests in this area. This is plant the... Oh, this is plant the banners. Okay. It's like, I don't know what I'd have to collect some soft dirt for. Makes a lot more sense to actually plant it. It's kind of odd that they just have a pile of soft dirt here. Perfect for me to plant a banner. Very nice of the orcs to have that there. Anything else I need? Barricade? See a few barricades, we can kill some more orcs, of course. I was just wondering what my progress was, how many I had, so we just killed 100 orcs. I feel like at least 100 orc kills a day is good. I should probably try yellow line a little bit. I'm having fun here playing in red line. But just thinking of Spear of Virtue, then Javelin of Virtue. Walgrim. That name sounds familiar for some reason. Oh, do need to go to this one. I have to kill 2 of the bosses here. I don't think either of them is Dolgurs. I'm pretty sure Dolgurs is the one south. So we'll go ahead and get this barricade and see what else I need to do here. I know I need to plant a banner. That might actually be it. Plant the banners and kill the bosses and do the other quest for the other people from Nimrodel. Nimrodel, that used to be the name of a server, I think. I did not play on. I played on Arkenstone and still do play on Arkenstone, and then I also play on Anor now. There's some more soft dirt. Really convenient they have these soft dirts at each of these camps. I feel like the next one will also have soft dirt. Oh no, did he kill the boss? He might have killed the boss. Defeated Lurk. Okay, I defeated Lurk. Oh, it's a guardian. I was wondering what was going on. It seemed like he was a captain for a minute, but he would have had his banner guard. And then I thought maybe champion as well. Looks like he's also on killing the bosses. I haven't seen anybody else here. But yeah, he's also running to the bosses. Well, some very fun AoE. I'm probably helping this guardian out with killing because it looks like he's in blue line. Which I would guess at least would be kind of slow. I don't know for sure, but from my previous experience with guardians at least, it's pretty slow. Oh, I got an infused adamant. I don't think I've gotten up to that one yet, so we'll see what sort of daily we can do with that. I probably should do those dailies though, because... Oh yeah, so the water. Right here you can see it's really blurry reflection, and the water just does not look right at all. The graphics, whatever is going on with that, does not look great right here, but we just gotta wait for it. When we get down, it should look better. I need to take a lot more screenshots while I'm thinking about it. This looks like troll shaws, I think. Like, if I was just going here and did not know where this was, I probably would have guessed troll shaws, actually. It doesn't quite look like troll shaws. I shouldn't say exactly that, but it really reminds me of troll shaws. I think it has the same trees, which would kind of make sense because it's besides, you know, Moriya and that whole thing. Right on the other side is kind of troll shaws near Regian and all that. With the Misty Mountains and kind of, it's kind of similar looking on the map. But yeah, that was kind of random. But to get back to the whole water thing, we'll see if there's a little area here I can see if it's all just waterfall at this point. I know I need to kill the waylayers. I should see more of those, but we'll kill this one. Yeah, this one doesn't look like that, but it's really fast running. But I never had this issue before in LOTRO. And then it was just like, I don't know, some specific update or what's going on with some of the water. Why is there a white ring back there? Oh, probably for the waylayer. Is that the Hinder? Yeah, that's the Hinder quest. So I'm not sure what's going on with the waylayers. I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of those, but maybe I actually haven't. Here's the emissary. We don't even need the emissary anymore. We need this pile of software. Okay, let's stop here. Let's stop here, use my cooldowns. Kill some things. Go and kill this defiler that's just sitting there. I think he was trying to mind his own business, hoping I wouldn't come kill him. Just watching his fellow orcs die. Well, I actually got pretty high crits with those. Oh, I don't have my wood tracked anymore. I haven't been paying attention to that anyway. I just saw these branches right here. And I need to do something with these gates. Oh, these are actual gates. That's kind of odd because the other things that were called barricades I would call gates. And these like aren't not gates, they're just kind of funny that there is a quest for gates and it's not the what I would think would be gates. Let's place a bleed on him. See, it just does so little upfront damage, even though the dot does a significant amount of damage. It actually ticked 3.4k the dot. But if I could do that much damage and just slightly less on the dot, not with goad. Goad's really weak. It's just a lot more worth it in shorter fights. Wow, that howl actually worked. He got his other warg to come. Not quite in time for him to live and see me die. Or his friend die. Okay, so we should have Dolgurs up here. So yeah, I can just like crit 5.8k up front with that. The dot on that one definitely isn't weak. But yeah, it's just kind of the problems with playing a dot-based class where Desolation does less damage over time and has less bonus effect even. It is AoE, of course, but just the upfront damage even in single target. There's a waylayer. I actually saw him. There are 2 waylayers. I don't know how I've only killed 2 though. I don't know how far these 2 are running up. Wow. Well, there we go. Kind of perfect that they're right here, though. What? Okay, make sure I actually hit that one. He died really quickly after I tapped him, so that was good. Okay, now where are we headed? For turn-ins, I believe? Might as well go to the Nimrodel turn-ins, and then see from there. I should be done with the main camp quests, so I was kind of thinking this would be getting at least into Lothlorien, I can do probably the Etched and Distill quests. But yeah, I don't think I actually talked about this, what exactly where I was planning on ending today. I was going to be about, like my intentions were, somewhere around an hour to 2 hour stream. But anyway, oh, we can check the water as well when we get back there, but a good place, I think, just to settle into Lothlorien would be all the parts up to Lorien. Okay, so we are trying to head back here. Oh, there's some Ilex branches. Might as well get those. I got dismounted anyway. Oh yeah, we don't even have to get off the mount for those anymore. I actually do need a Moriya rep. I just thought about that for my books. To get my trait point, I will need that. What do I need? I need 3 more trait points. I don't really care about 1 more trait point. That does nothing for me. Even my next 2 trait points don't do anything for me, basically. And then when I get 3 more trait points, so 4 total, that's when I'll get Martial Fury. So that's a daily, number 2. I think you can do those 3 times is how they work. They're more repeatable and less daily. Get the heritage, might as well. And then yeah, aiding, I don't know why I'm on aiding, oh, aiding the elves 1, aiding the elves 2. Maybe those aren't repeatable, like up to 3. They're just numbered 1 and 2, and then probably daily from there actually. I think some quests you can repeat up to 3 times is kind of what that confused me with, or what I thought it would be when there was the numbers, like first time would be 1, then 2, then 3, but it looks like it's just 2 separate ones that are repeatable. Which is how I thought it was originally. Oh, that's actually, you can run through there. I know the road kind of curves through there, but I didn't know you could actually run through it. But yeah, not worried about doing those again. So this water right here, it's still running. Am I in the right spot? It's still running, but it doesn't have that really bad reflection, and it doesn't have like no texture at all to it like the other water. So we'll look back at that, I suppose, when we go up again. But I wanted to see, yeah, this is the same thing, it's just like running water and isn't really bad looking like the other one. Okay, where's the stable master? Here she is. So we can go back to Mekhem Bizru. Okay. I did not know that's what that place was called. Is it called that on the map? I guess. I just haven't ever paid attention to that, I guess. There's Mirror Mare. I have all these things that I want to tie my tongue. Like the Dim Rill Dale, which is where just this general area, I think, west of Lorien. And then this water, to go right back to that, it's kind of textureless and has the really bad reflection. It's still reflecting the night sky, like you can see all the stars in the reflection, and I look up and don't see any at all. And you can even see different clouds than what there actually is, it looks like. Maybe. There are actually some of these clouds it looks like around. But yeah, the stars just shouldn't be there, so that's kind of odd, and something's wrong with the water basically in this game and has not been addressed or fixed in a long time, I guess would be the way to put that. So I can get this dagger. Trying to think if it's an upgrade, because it is an upgrade in terms of damage. The legacy is on my LI is really bad. It's the same DPS, and because I get the increased physical mastery, it's better, and that's like all I would care about at this point is the damage output. So it's kind of an interesting case of where regular weapon might be better. And then the relics, I would lose some critical rating, is where the concern is, but I don't think like physical mastery wise, I'm actually pretty close to 200%. Critical rating wise, I don't think that's a very significant amount. But yeah, that's just kind of interesting because I would not pick the boots anyway, so we'll go ahead and pick it and address that with the actual stats. So critical rating, I go 19.6 to 18.1. Okay, So that's like 1.5. And then physical mastery, I go 179.8. That's a pretty big jump. I go up almost 10% from that dagger, which would also help my range DPS. So I think that's actually an upgrade, oddly. Did all that work for that LI, and now I just replace it with a regular weapon. This axe is almost the same thing. You actually gain some critical rating back if I use that. I'd rather use an axe. So we'll see if that's an upgrade over this dagger. I don't have enough room to do that. Well, that sounds like time to destroy some burglar, runekeeper, minstrel. I'm getting a lot of LIs now for other classes. Guardian. Destroying all those LIs, and on top of that, going in and selling a few things at least. Okay. So let's go ahead and compare the axe, I suppose. So this one, physical mastery wise, I probably dropped down way too much. So yeah, I dropped like 6%, and critical rating, I only get 1.1%. So yeah, the dagger's still an upgrade as much as I would rather use an axe. We're back to the dagger. Except we might use End of Noost. Actually, I probably will use this just because it's a sword. It's basically the same thing right now. Might and agility are basically the exact same, and I don't really care about the little passive differences. I actually get a little bit of a sword damage boost, I think. Yeah, I get one-handed sword damage, so this would actually be an upgrade just for that. I get light type damage. Oh, combat run speed, let's replace the will. Oh, I'm like, it's actually an upgrade over a spear because of that. A sword would be better, but I prefer spears, and I don't care too much about that 5% damage. If we were like a really hardcore progression, if I was just like in that type of thing, even though I kind of min-max my characters when I can, like doing all these little comparisons with the weapons I've been getting. Ooh, this might actually... That does not quite cap me. Wow. That's just really close. I'm at 197.9%. The cap is 200%, I believe. So yeah, that'd actually be a concern. I'd have too much physical mastery and could go back to something like this for more critical rating. But anyway, we can move on here and get Dulgur's Doom. Oh, that doesn't look as good as I thought it would. I was hoping a nice two-handed Doom sword would look better. So we have a quest. I guess it's the purple one. The purple ring looks kind of orangish red to me, so I didn't think it was one of those. I don't know if this quest, if this goes back to Lothlorien, I want to do it, but I don't really think it would be that important to do. Special. Oh, hating the elves. Why isn't that just in Lothlorien? I don't know why that would be called special. Especially when the other ones, they were like the ones leading up to it were in the Lothlorien part. But anyway, we can head south here. So I can't swift travel there, but I can swift travel back here from there. That's kind of odd. We'll just take a slow travel and enjoy the road, I guess. Would hide my UI, but we gotta actually look at some stuff. Oh, my virtues are real bad. Just waiting for the virtue revamp. Hopefully they really add some more ways, like they could do a lot of good things. They can make it like LI progression, which would be a lot better. Like every mob kill even could give you 1 virtue XP or something like that, and quest turn-ins could give you a little bit more. I would really hope they do something like that, not necessarily that. They could even do boss fights in instances. Like chests could drop 10 virtue XP or something like that. Those are just random numbers that I'm making up. I don't know how much it is. I think last time I was thinking it would be about 1,000 XP per level. I don't know if they scale it at all. Like the low virtue levels would be less XP to get, and the high virtue levels would be more XP to get, which I think would be a better system, but I don't know if that's the way they're doing it. Kind of like regular leveling, so you could catch up on your low level virtues really quickly, and then the high level ones, they just take longer to progress until they release new content, and the low level ones, relatively low, the old high level ones, would be pretty quick to get again. To catch them back up, if any of that made sense, but this is the way I would at least prefer it. I don't know if that's the way they're actually implementing it. It's the way I'd hope they are. In the meantime, while I'm traveling here, hopefully I can show you all this. So I'm going to search one of my old videos. Okay, so this one might work. Hold up, that was a good one. So I'm trying to see what Lothlorien used to look like and compare it to what I'm seeing now. And basically what I'm seeing is these bushes and all these things didn't exist. It's really hard to tell on this. I also had lower graphic settings back then because I had probably on my laptop. But anyway, just to compare, it was like a very barren landscape compared to this, without all the frills for one, and then without all these like bushes and these little, I don't know, weed things sticking out. It was kind of simpler. It feels a lot, just all the stuff they've added makes the landscape feel a lot cluttered. And it's not necessarily bad that they add this type of stuff, like these little bushes and weeds and random things sticking out of the ground. Like they make sense that they're there and they're a good thing to have. It's just the way they implement it, I think, makes zones feel cluttered. And they could have it be a lot shorter and a lot less annoying. Like, this isn't bad, this type of stuff. Like, I've been saying it isn't bad, but it's just kind of too much, I think. And if I turn my frill density back up, it would be way too much to me. I have my frill density, like, really low right now, I think. It's at 31, actually, not way too low. But if I turn that back up, I think that's mainly going to be just the grass. Like, all these annoying things I can't actually change. That didn't actually go up. Oh yeah, that's like way too much, so that actually did change these. Like, if I turn that down to 0, it looks very barren, which I don't think is that good. But if I go to like 12 or so, it just starts adding a lot of the annoying stuff. And not like, if I turn it all the way up like the grass, I think the grass would be good to have at complete frill density, but it's all the other stuff that really annoys me right now. So we'll go to 20. But anyway, let's get questing and stop worrying about that, because it isn't like this particular area, as I've been mentioning, isn't that bad. Ugh, this stuff is pretty gross. What is it, orc filth? I was like, that made a gross sound and it looks kind of gross. That would be more annoying than any of these frills or things I'm having problems liking. Greater Maloran Hawk. I don't know, I don't feel like I want to kill that thing. If it were an orc, I would kill it. But it's not. Got a Ilex branch here. I think I have to go back south, I'm too north for these quests. What's that thing? Light armor, tactical mastery piece. Yeah, I gotta catch back up with my kin and like darn Urbagood, what's going on with that. What's going on with their progression and what tier or whatever they're on. I think they've gone back to Rift and like Helagrod. So I assume they finished darn Urbagood on tier 2 if they're already going back to the old stuff, or if we're just going to wait for DN closer to the finish of Moriya, which might be the case. But yeah, I know that's kind of the big multi-boss raid at this point. At least as far as I know. More orc filth? At least we just need one more of that gross stuff. What do we have? Something down to the south, but Lucky the arrow. Lucky the arrow that kills. That kills twice. Oh, because we pick it up so it can kill twice. Except, I'm not seeing an arrow. I'm not getting lucky with this right now. See some hawks. There's an orc corpse. Oh, here are a couple. There's a random Gladram outlook. Okay, so yeah, we just need to head north and turn these two in. That was pretty simple. Haven't needed to kill anything yet. Thought I'd have to kill a hawk. There's a bear. I kind of remember... Okay, this rock. It's actually floating. I was like, there's no way that's actually staying there. And then on top of that, it's just floating. Like, it looks out of place for one. It looks like it should fall and then either roll into the river or just fall and somehow stay in place if it's like planted into the ground a little bit. But then it's actually floating. You can see like a little gap between the rock and the ground. We need to go the other way. I'm going like up to the bridge here, and then I'm gonna cross this bridge, and we need to get not as far into Lothlorien, as pretty as this place is. I really need a new cosmetic outfit. This one's not doing good here. Seems like it's worked everywhere else, but at least this mount along with it. Like, I haven't ran into an issue where I've been like, I actually need to switch my cosmetic, but this would be the place for me to actually want to do that. I feel like I need something golden to match the area a little bit more. The contrast, like, I wouldn't mind something that contrasts it, like something blue, but this one just, it doesn't work for me in this zone at least. Last orc filth. For some reason, I don't think I made the mount up sound. That's kind of weird. Okay. Turn these quests in for quick rewards, and it looks like the next one, the more detailed rewards. Cedrita at the Foundation of Stone. The Path of the Masterful Fist. I was thinking it was the Path of the Javelin for some reason, but yeah, that is... Where did it say Foundations of Stone? Yikes. Well, we gotta go there. Actually, that would be, if this is just one mithril coin. Yeah, that's just one mithril coin. Where am I taking these? Oh, I take these all the way up there. Well, I have forced march on me, so I'll be running quick at least. We can go ahead and do that. Knock this one out of the way. And I do think that is worth actually spending the one mithril coin to travel all that way. So we can go ahead and check that out, I guess, at the end of this, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that guy will, he took forced march off, so I don't know I'll be going slower, but it doesn't look like he interrupts us. I feel like if I try to swim, might as well try to swim. Yeah, I'm already going slow anyway. Probably save time going back here and going the proper way. Kind of forgot about the train horns and streaming and seeming to have one every time. So we almost went without one. But yeah, here it comes. So I'll go ahead and pick that quest back up if I can find it and try to go ahead and do it. Get it done, not run into orcs and not swim along the way. Actually take a better path, so force march, see if I have any other movement speed buffs. And I do not see any, at least in my inventory. Oh, I have this horn. I don't know if this stacks at all. Oh, my level is too high? I didn't know I had a maximum level on that. Maybe that's why I haven't used it for so long. But yeah, now we will not run that way. And we'll be sure to not run into orcs so we can stay force march. At least for most of the way. And then, yeah, not swim. This is a good time to get screenshots again. Maybe. Try to get screenshots while running and not running into orcs and not swimming and going off the path too much. Force March really does make this faster. I don't know if y'all can tell how fast my character is running compared to like a normal one. But I was on my Runekeeper recently and he just felt super slow, and now I'm beginning to know why. Because I was on him for the Update 24 preview videos, the beta for that. So now we're going from the kind of Trollshawsy area to the more North Downs area, I would say, of this place. Hear the water running in the background. It sounds actually really close, but it's like way over there, the waterfall. It doesn't even sound like a waterfall, it just sounds like water dropping instead of like falling down the waterfall more rapid like that. Looks like this is going to open into like a huge area, just the view, but it's kind of like that, I guess, with the lake. Actually, it does open up decently. This is a good opportunity for me to get my screenshots so we can have some future thumbnails. And just nice to have screenshots in general, but that's always one thought with me is I need to get screenshots for thumbnails. Then we'll have the new screenshot format coming up in update 24 as well, which should be helpful so you actually know when you took the screenshots. I need to do a backup. I have 1,700 screenshots. I need to do a backup and restart on that. It would be a good time to do that with update 24. But I've been feeling like the past week or so, I've been actually meaning to go ahead and do a backup of a lot of my stuff, so yeah, it might be a good time for me to go ahead and do that before update 24 even. We avoided orcs there. Thought I was going to run into one. Hey, Scantflea. My character just looks so serious, carrying this thing, forced march, concentrating on her running, I guess. That's neat how the waterfall splits right there. It's like it's behind a rock and then a little area sticking out of the mountain. Take them to him. Yep. Finish, and we can get the XP runes. Oddly. Okay, so now we can do the mythical coin to travel to Moriya. I did not want to go back to Moriya today. This is very sad. I didn't even change. Oh no. I did not change my map home. Oh well. Available quest, Goad. I feel like for this quest I should have to use Goad. Okay. So what are we doing here? We are defeating Nameless. Let's see what these traders have while I'm here. Oh yeah, I can actually maybe get some gear now. Let's see. Is it Pathfinders? Yeah, Pathfinders has some pieces. A couple pieces. Oh, those are Hunter? What? My bad. Oh, yeah, it won't be the Hunter ones. Hall Warden? Okay, Hall Warden might have some. Like the gloves there, they'll be good. Yeah, it's Hall Warden. So let's see what the Hall Warden set even looks like. Because it might be something I want all of them for, just to have the full set. Not that great. I kind of remember that, yeah. What about Line Warden? Does it look the same? That looks better. I don't know if I quite like it. And then there is Shield Wall. That is also Warden. That one maybe looks a little bit better. There's only 3 Shield Wall? That's kind of weird. Oh, it's like, I think it's half Shield Wall and half Line Warden. But anyway, those are the defensive ones, which I'm less interested in. Although I feel like having a couple mitigation pieces wouldn't be a bad thing. Especially like right now I'm already basically at the mastery cap. So I think I can go ahead and barter for quite a few of these pieces. So I have to decide what I want though. So we have... Don't want a crit defense one. I would like a helmet. Okay, this helmet will work. So we'll get the Hall Warden helmet. Oh great, I have a messy inventory. Yeah, there are quite a few things I can destroy. Okay. Hey, Moist Breadcrumb, and this has not been brought up, but the fastest way to get Lothlorien rep is, I think, yeah, the repeatables would be the fastest way to get that up. That's what I'm going to kind of be discovering a little bit more, but as far as I know, at least right now, that's the fastest way to get it up. Do that and kill a lot of orcs, and you'll eventually get there, I think. But yeah, that might be something I have to start working on in the near future. Because I don't think there are any Lothlorien reputation items like you have for Moriya and a lot of other areas. Okay, so we got... What did we get there? We got... Wait, that was Hall Warden? Yeah, Hall Warden... Okay. These do not match well. There's... For some reason, I thought one was just like straight DPS and the other was straight... defense, but... doesn't look to be the case. Anyway, we got the gloves of the Hall Warden. That could work well. Got helmet. I wouldn't mind a chest piece. Wouldn't mind pants. Would like boots. So let's see. We can get resistance boots or tactical mitigation. That works. Okay, so we got 2 pieces. I would like 2 more in the line wardens, but it doesn't look like that would be the best thing. And I said I want a chest piece. I want pants mainly, so let's see what these look like. And not going to get those, actually. This might be the only 2 pieces I want. I need... What do I need? Gloves? Yeah, I could use some gloves, so... Hall Warden would be DPS gloves, and we got Line Warden, don't want... Okay, we're making progress here. So we got 3 pieces. And what do I mainly want? I think that's what I mainly want. Wouldn't mind some pants, but I didn't see anything for that. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll go ahead and lock those and try to remember I have them at higher levels. Now we can go with the class quest a little bit more. I'll go ahead and start this class quest. I don't know if I will finish it, but yeah, I can go ahead and start it here and work on it a little bit. I don't know if these quests, if any of these will be instance quests. I think they're just, yeah, regular quests. Not too interested. Like, some of them, this one I would end up doing anyway, but I was going to say some of them I might end up doing anyway. But that one I just happened to click and saw it was nameless, so might as well pick it up. Don't know exactly where to go for this. It's been a long time. I hardly remember this zone. These are not nameless. These are Grodbog and Globsnaga. Grodbog is already a gross sounding name, and then they have Globsnaga, which is even grosser sounding. It's like a spidery looking thing. Oh, it actually is a spider. It's a spider that looks spidery, but not quite like a spider. I guess that's why it's a Globsnaga spider. We need some of these nameless, though. All I'm seeing are orcs. I've been killing a lot of orcs today. No, more Globsnaga. Might as well kill these guys, though. Why not? Yeah, and stuff like this will help with XP. I've gotten like 1.5 levels maybe today, which is actually quite a bit. I didn't do all that much questing in Lothlorien. I guess it was actually a lot of quests, I just did it really quickly. In the... whatever that place is called. It's a Globsnaga troll, still not a nameless. Okay. That should be enough to kill them all as I continue my search. It has on the map that they can be found here, it looks like all over this area, but I have not seen one. Yeah, I feel like I did a big circle and have not found anything, so might as well drop maybe? I don't know. Yeah, we'll drop right here and continue my search. Moriya has a lot of places like this that are kind of unique looking. I don't know quite a lot, but I'm thinking kind of the Flaming Deeps, even Redhorn Loans a little bit. Even the waterworks, they're just all kind of have something unique looking about them. Even Nautilus has a little bit. But this one just being purplish pink like this. They're able to do enough, I guess, to vary all these zones. Where does that take you? The Shadowed Refuge. Is that where... Yeah, that's right where I'd want to go back, so... Hey, Augustin Rogo, the 64-bit client is coming out whenever Update 24 comes out, which would be... I'm guessing early June. There's no release date yet, though. Okay, there might be something I'm just missing here. Here is one. Our very first one. Wonder, there's probably some sort of instance with these guys. I'm not as familiar with the Moriya instances to know if there'd be a particular one off the top of my head. Oh, my morale's getting low. Okay, let's go ahead and use this. Well, we got 1 out of 12. I was kind of thinking this would be a fairly quick thing. Like, once I found them, I would kill them, but I'm having to go through this whole zone. And have only found 1 so far. And that could just be the way it is. Again, not too familiar. Been a long time since I've been here and done this anyway. Hey Brandeth, doing pretty good. Actually, back to playing LOTRO and streaming it, so that's good. Here's some more. This one is not a signature. Okay, this one does have a lot more morale. For some reason, I thought the signature I saw had like 9k morale, just like the regular one. This one will take a couple more hits. I'll take like, the dots will tick anyway, so it's not all that much more hitting to do. Well, now we're at 3 out of 12, so I feel a lot better. We'll just continue circling around, I guess. Here's one more. We're starting to find some more, so not too bad. Might even be some more if I... Yeah, here are a lot more. I feel like with these mobs it'll be dangerous to do this, but I think it will be safe, relatively. We've got Darklings coming now. Okay, not too safe. I'm taking a ton of damage here. I'm probably gonna die. Do I have potions? I have potions. Oh, and they're staying ranged though, so I can't hit them. Well, so far I haven't died at least. So that's better than I expected at that point. Starting to take a lot of damage again though. Yikes. So now I died. I don't know, that was kind of weird fight. I don't know what these mobs, what they're doing, but once I got back in melee range, they started killing me real quick again. Definitely more dangerous than that Lothlorien. Now I'm actually in this fight with really low morale for how much damage they were doing. Yeah, if I take one more hit, they're doing a lot of damage. That's kind of weird. I just didn't expect to take that much damage from all I've been doing up to this point. Well, see, he's just staying there. It's kind of weird. Oh, and now he comes. Okay, we'll go ahead and use this. Eat one of my new foods. I think fear sounds good right now. Vitality. And that's all I have, I guess. Use one of my new Moriya foods, but... Oh, I'm actually finished with these. I killed enough. almost think it's worth spending one mythical coin to just go back there. Well, I have the travel path now, so let's see, we'll go to Orc Watch and see where that takes me. I'm unfortunately gonna have to decline his group since I'm leaving. So you haven't been on LOTRO recently. Your VIP expired, so you played on Gladden for a bit on your burglar. We recently got an update, but then you got hooked on Elder Scrolls Online. You might come back when Mirkwood is released on the legendary servers. Yeah, I'm excited for Mirkwood. Probably more excited for that than Moriya as far as the rating goes. The Moriya I was less excited for instances and more excited to actually do it, but having not been able to play all that much the past month and a half or whatever, or even 2 months, I don't even know anymore how long ago it's been since I've actually been able to really consistently play like every day here. Anyway, we need to go to the Shadow Refuge. Oh, looks like we'll be spending a mythical coin anyway. I got the travel path here, didn't I? So we got stuff I don't want. We'll go with battle-tested armor, see what that has at level 60. I thought I got the Sable Master path here, maybe had some sort of requirement. No, I guess I just never clicked him. Well, that's very unfortunate, because now I can get out of here and can get back here. Force March, talk to at Osgurath. Okay. Well, that one's pretty quick to get to. So you're looking forward to Dragok, where burglars are essential. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to that because that's the first raid I actually did in LOTRO, so that'll be fun to get back to. And then if you get back into Warden, you... Wait, I gotta read the one before that. So your Warden and your kin on Anor ruined the Warden for you because they were micromanaging you and shutting you down when you suggest something for ability. Yeah, that can be annoying with kins. I don't really... Like, it's nice if they give suggestions or whatever, but that type of stuff can definitely be annoying, and I want it like that, so you won't be talking to your kin about it if you get back into your Warden. Yeah, that can, as I said, be annoying. So find the dwelling place of the Swamped One, defeat Swamped Orcs. Harlog? Well, let's try this. Yeah, Moriya is definitely a good deal, and you're farming LOTRO points to get that. Moriya is a good deal, again, because it comes with the character slots and the 2 classes, Warden and Runekeeper. And then, on top of that, you do just get the Moriya expansion. You get all the fun stuff in it. I think if you buy it with LOTRO points, though, you don't get Lothlorien. So it used to just be Lothlorien was, like, part of it before they moved to the update base instead of expansion base. When Lothlorien, like they had Lothlorien and Enendway, the zones like that, the Great River, the first 3, that came out in an update after the expansion. So it's like the next update after the expansion, but they were still part of the expansion. Okay, so yeah, you were talking about your kin a little bit more, acting like there's only one way to play the Warden. If you don't play that way, you're new, but you're gonna get out of that before you get on the rant. Okay, so we have a little bit to go. We have to find a watchtower. I'm gonna go up here, but yeah, I don't think it's quite here. I see why this quest was called Force March, just because of how far away it was. It's like a, Force March makes you run fast, it's your running skill. This thing? And I need to, oh, he just comes up. I was expecting to go in. This fight might have been long enough to get a bleed in, but he died super quick anyway. Yeah, they're forcing me to march there, but little do they know I have a goat right here to help me get there even quicker. Ooh, I have inventory overflow a lot. My inventory has a lot of useful stuff in it, but it's just so much of it. I have some like pieces of gear I could get rid of, things like that. I could get rid of this. Don't need that. There we go, we did free up a couple quickly. I have that quest, so I won't destroy it yet. Like all these pieces of gear, don't need those. I freed up a couple spaces, maybe want one more. I'll do the Thorin's Hall when I'm trying to find my way around this. Actually, I have to go around. Take a minute to go around here. There we go. Yeah, I've had a tendency to hoard gear that I don't need, but I've been better about that. I used to save like a lot of the ones that weren't sellable, just like old pieces like that, like the shield from the level 15 class quest. I would save stuff like that. I do a little bit now if it's like cosmetic, if I'd want to use it for that. But I haven't had too many pieces like that. Got a lot from Ingmar instances. The Moriya stuff I don't think has looked quite as good so far. I really like the Orc Skewer though. That one, that's one of my favorite cosmetic spears now. I didn't even know it existed before. They really need a javelin version of that, because javelin and spears, some of them look the exact same. Might as well have a javelin that looks like that too. Yeah, keeping rare and unique cosmetics is what I would do as well. Like the class quest ones for the Warden. Especially shields, I think those ones are valuable to keep because you can have, since you can't dye them, you can have so many different options that you need to match, and just having different ones that go with different styles can be nice. So defeat the Dark Warden and collect its head. I'm thinking that is in Moriya. Let's see, Warden, offensive strike. Far to the east and south of Lonelands. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's back in Foundations of Stone, so I think this is a good place to go ahead and start wrapping this up. Yeah, shields can be reskins where they're a different color, which is also nice, just, you know, since you can't dye them, having different colors. But yeah, I think maybe I'll go ahead and do this. Actually, I will check. I want to check the 21st hall. Getting kind of tired sitting here. Been a long while since I've had like this long of a play session, and it's not even, well, it's almost 2 hours at this point. And hey, Vladdy Pico, we'll roll with that. Is this worth coming back to play? I always say with LOTRO it's worth at least trying. Since it is free to play, you can always try it, and I think it is worth playing. I mean, that's why I play it. I'm having a lot of fun on the legendary servers right now, which are basically progression servers where they have a set level cap and go through the different updates of the game every like 4 months. But for those ones, you have to be subscribed. Yeah, there's a lot of new content from 3 years ago. They have Mordor. Probably continued some more of Gondor. They expanded more into Mirkwood, Vales of Anduin, that type of area. There's just a lot on this side, like way up here east of Misty Mountains. They have a lot more. The Vales of Anduin's actually coming in an update probably next month is my guess. They have like Dale Lands, Iron Hills up here, and then they also have I don't know exactly like 3 years ago with Gondor, but they have like these Ithilien areas and then Mordor as well. But I wanted to check the reputation vendors in this area. We wanted to see... He's not a reputation vendor. Where... I can never find them right here, even though I know where they are. There's one. Oh, he's legendary Moriya rewards. He's healer. Here's one. Oh, so he's you. Okay, you trade those. Yes, this is the one I want. I want Iron Garrison guards. Okay. So I can trade these into Iron Garrison guards. Okay. I didn't even know you could do this. Okay, this is going to take a lot of clicking. This would be something that's nice if you could just click all these at once, because doing all these individual ones just takes a while. If you can play for 1 to 2 hours per day and progress, that's a lot per day, I think. You can definitely progress with that. And hello to you as well. And I play on the legendary servers, yes. I don't know if this will give me enough reputation. I think I need quite a bit still. But yeah, I'll get my... Oh, I'm only friend. Yeah, I'll need to get more of those. Probably will have to buy some. But I want to get Kindred because I just get a class trait point for turning in my book here, buying my book here, which requires Kindred is the only thing, and I'm high enough level now for it. Okay, so we wanted to go back to Shadowed Refuge. So I can swift travel here. I'm not using a plugin for the bag, it's just the default. If you're wondering how it's one bag, you can go into the little cogwheel here, the setting, and then you can drag. It'll have like these little spaces you can drag into the main bag. So like if I drag that to bag 3, I could have 2 bags if I wanted and then just move it. But it's like default, all the individual bags have a few of these, and you just drag them and then you go out of edit mode. Then you can also automatically sort it with that little down arrow. So the quest I have, Offensive Strike, it's way down there. Okay, so yeah, I might wait on that one. Probably return to do this. Try and get out of Moriya next time. So kind of thinking of upcoming content. I do know I want to play my Burglar soon. I don't know when that will be. Probably will continue progressing on my Warden and doing Lothlorien. This was part 1 of Lothlorien, so definitely excited to continue that. And yeah, that's pretty much where the future is. I do plan to stream tomorrow around the same time. Another thing I do plan to get to in general is the Moriya instances and just catch back up on those and at least run them all once, since I kind of missed them when my kin was doing them. And then yeah, we'll also see more events with my kin and stuff coming up, as well as I do those kind of weekly again, since I'm actually able to play. But anyway, I hope you all did enjoy this stream, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more. And thanks everyone for watching and joining.